Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to my podcast, where I am posting videos every Tuesday and Thursday night and giving you a view of what's on my mind and what I feel what's on my mind. My name is Anthony once again, so I'm just here giving you guys what's on my mind and how I feel about stuff. What I have to say is may not be what's on your mind, but we can agree to disagree on some stuff. So if you like what I'm saying, like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. So let's get into it. What's on my mind is I have got a news from one of my friends that on WCCO here in Minnesota that a child took some kind of ecstasy pills or kind of pills to school and mistaken for candy. And the little girl ate it. She started not feeling well, and she started having seizures. And now this girl had made it out. She overdosed. She made it out. Now she's basically not the same. She's learning how to talk again. She's learning how to walk again. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, what kind of parent, first of all, what kind of a child brings some drug pills or some ecstasy to school thinking it's candy, knowing that it's not? And second of all, where are the parents in this? And three, what kind of parents allow their child to do this to somebody else's child? And how I feel about this situation is this is what's on my mind is that child was wrong for giving that little girl that little ecstasy pill or whatever pill it was, giving it to her and then mistaking it for candy and then joking about it. That's not something to joke with. What if she would have died? What if something would have happened? So that child will be held responsible. And I'm calling out the parents. Like, where are you guys in this situation? Why didn't y'all put your drugs in a safer place? Why didn't y'all put it somewhere where the child couldn't get to it? Why did y'all neglect y'all part in letting y'all child take this to school and giving this to this little girl? So now you guys are going to be held responsible for allowing your child to do this and to take it somewhere and doing it to someone else's child. Like, that's not cool. Like, parents, you guys need to do better. You guys have to do better than that. Now y'all going to be held responsible for medical bills. Y'all going to be held responsible for what this child has to go through. And if the mother does sue you guys, that's on you. Y'all should have been more careful. Y'all should have been more responsible by putting the drug in a safe place and not allowing your child to take that to school, or just catching them and saying, you know what, you shouldn't have took that to school, or explaining it to him what it is, and that's not candy, and that's not safe for children, and that's what it's not meant for you to joke around and give it to somebody else and let somebody else fall for that. Like, that's not cool at all. So and to the school district, Minneapolis Public Schools, you guys need to issue a formal apology, and you guys need to do some further investigation, because there's going to be more stories like this. There's going to be more things like this if somebody does not call you guys out, and if you guys don't offer an official apology, like offering sympathy to the young girl and to the principal and the staff at the school here in Minneapolis. You guys need to be held responsible. The teacher for allowing students to bring this drug into schools and giving it to someone else, not knowing the effects or the damages that could be done to this other student. And so now this is gonna hit Minneapolis Public Schools really hard if you guys don't do some investigation or offer a formal apology. A lot of people are going to pull their kids out of these schools, and they're going to do homeschooling, or send their kids to these private schools, or they're just going to do homeschool, online or in whole schools. And this is unacceptable. There's no way this child should have brought this drug to the classroom, and there's no way that I would allow my child to bring a drug to school and mistake it for candy. You know, this is the kind of stuff we need to talk to our kids about, parents. We need to talk to our kids about these drugs and the effects and the consequences behind these actions that they do if they allow somebody else to get a hold of these drugs. And we need to talk to our children. We don't sugarcoat nothing. Don't say, oh, it's just a little piece of candy. No, it's not a little piece of candy. No, it's not a little piece of candy. This is something that could affect somebody's life. This is something that could affect their future. And then and the reason why I say this is because if we don't talk about it, we're gonna get more. We're gonna the children are gonna have come out to this when they get older. They're gonna think it's cool to give these pills to people, innocent people. These people end up overdosing and dying, and they get away with it, or they just blatantly give it to somebody. They make it out alive, and they don't suffer the consequences for this. They're gonna affect someone else, and they're gonna think that it's cool to do it when they get older, in their teens and 20s. And then again, when they come 30s and 40s, that's going to catch up to them. And parents, because you have to be the ones to stop this. You have to be the ones to talk to your kids about this. You have to be the one to say, you know what, baby, don't take that to school. That stays here. That's mine. You didn't pay for that. This is a drug. This is not candy. This is not something you just give to somebody and then expect to say, that's good, I want some more. No, this is something that's not meant for that. This ecstasy pill is, you should say, we tell our kids, ecstasy pills are not candy. It's not candy. It's not it is a drug, but it's not something, it's not sweet. This is not sweet. Somebody overdosing, somebody dying off of this drug, not knowing the effects behind it. We need to talk to our kids about these drugs. We need to talk about it, because I'm gonna admit it, sometimes I do smoke a little weed. I do, but I put my weed up so that way my kids don't get to it. Put it away somewhere safe. I'll put it in a safe somewhere. I'll just put it up somewhere, lock it up, and that way they don't touch it. And then yeah, the parents, we need to be more responsible for what we bring around our children. We need to be more responsible and handle it well, because stuff like this is going to happen. Stories like this is going to happen. Somebody overdosing, somebody die of an overdose. This is going to happen. Or somehow they hallucinate and lose their mind. Because this is something that's very satanic, demonic. This is something parents, y'all parents gotta do better. You have to do better. Put down the Sexy Red, put down all these new hip hop artists, and just start teaching your children better. Stop putting them in front of the TV. Stop giving them the video game. Stop giving them a laptop. Stop giving them the phone. Actually be a parent. Be a parent. Because this is why people are not parenting no more. People want to put their kids on the TV. And they mimic what they see on TV. Like drugs and everything. They mimic that. And then they give it to somebody else's child. And somebody else's child takes the drug. They end up overdosing, or they end up dying, or they end up hallucinating or losing their mind. Parents, we need to talk to our kids. We need to parent. Excuse me. We need to parent. We need to do better. We need to parent. Y'all parents need to parent. Stop trying to be your child's friend, because this is not gonna work. Being your child's friend, I'm sorry, it's not gonna work. My kids understand I'm not their friend. I refuse to be my child's friend. I refuse. Because if you let them be your friend, you let them dictate what they gonna do, or what they say they're not gonna do. No, that's not how this is gonna work. That's not how parenting works. it's not gonna work. And being a parent being a child's friend, their child's friend, is not going to work. It's not gonna. That's not a healthy relationship at all. Because when they get older, you're gonna start going to the club with your kids and everything. Like, and you're gonna be in your 40s and your 50s going to the club with your kids, partying with your kids, and around a whole bunch of other 20-year-olds. All because you want to be their friend. No, absolutely not. Because when my kids start going to the club, that's when I'm not going. That's when I'm going to stop going. Is when they start going. When they start going. In fact, they already start going. So I may as well just stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm like, cause I don't go with my kids. I don't party with my kids. I don't do that. Not at all. I don't play them games. You parents who don't like to parent, y'all can play them games. But me, I'm not playing them games. I'm not partying with them. I'm not smoking with them. I'm not drinking with my kids. I'm being a parent. First. Their friend, never. In that order. So that's all I have to say for tonight. And if you like what I said, comment, like, subscribe, share this video if you care. You know, sharing is caring, you know. Have a blessed night. And I will see you guys Tuesday. Good night.